The dawn of the 20th century found Europe basking in the golden glow of progress. Technological marvels like the automobile and the telephone promised a brighter future. Yet, beneath this veneer of prosperity, a deep unease festered. The great powers of Europe, Great Britain, France, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Russia, eyed each other with suspicion. Old rivalries and new ambitions created a powder keg of tension. Nationalism surged through the continent, often translating into animosity towards other nations. The scramble for colonies in Africa and Asia intensified competition and mistrust. Adding fuel to the fire was a burgeoning arms race. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914 shattered the fragile peace. Nationalism, a powerful force for unity, also proved to be a dangerous source of division. In the Balkans, Serbia dreamed of uniting all Slavic peoples under its banner, threatening Austria-Hungary. Imperialism, the pursuit of overseas colonies, further exacerbated rivalries. Great Britain guarded its vast empire while Germany demanded its place in the sun, leading to friction. The arms race, fueled by industrial might, created a climate of fear and suspicion. Germany's naval expansion alarmed Britain, prompting military buildups. These tensions, nationalism, imperialism, and the arms race created a tinderbox in Europe. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand provided the spark that ignited the conflagration. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914, sent shockwaves across Europe. The Archduke, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, had traveled to Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia, a province recently annexed by Austria-Hungary. The annexation angered Serbian nationalists who viewed Bosnia as rightfully Serbian territory. A group of Serbian nationalists, known as the Black Hand, plotted to assassinate the Archduke during his visit. Gavrilo Princip, a young Serbian nationalist, shot and killed the Archduke and his wife as their open car drove through the streets of Sarajevo. Austria-Hungary, outraged by the assassination, blamed Serbia and issued an ultimatum demanding Serbia's cooperation in punishing those responsible. Serbia, backed by Russia, refused to accept all of the ultimatum's demands. On July 28, 1914, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, setting in motion the intricate system of alliances that would engulf Europe in war. Germany, bound by treaty to Austria-Hungary, declared war on Russia, Serbia's protector. When German troops marched through neutral Belgium to attack France, Great Britain, bound by treaty to defend Belgium, declared war on Germany on August 4, 1914. The early days of the war were marked by a sense of naive optimism. Young men marched off to war eager for adventure and glory, believing the conflict would be over by Christmas. The reality of modern warfare quickly shattered these illusions. On the Western Front, stretching from the English Channel to Switzerland, a new and terrifying form of warfare emerged. Trench warfare. Millions of soldiers found themselves bogged down in a nightmarish landscape of mud, barbed wire, and relentless artillery fire. The Battle of the Somme, launched by the British and French in July 1916, epitomized the horrors of trench warfare. Intended to break the stalemate, the Somme offensive became a bloodbath. The Battle of Verdun, fought between France and Germany from February to December 1916, was another gruesome battle of attrition. As the war dragged on, its impact extended far beyond the battlefields. Entire societies mobilized for war, with women working in factories and on farms to replace the men fighting on the front lines. Governments imposed rationing, censorship, and propaganda to maintain morale and control dissent. In Russia, the Tsarist regime collapsed in the face of revolution in 1917. The Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin, seized power, promising peace, land, and bread to the war-weary Russian people. The entry of the United States into the war in 1917 tipped the balance of power in favor of the Allies. The First World War finally came to an end on November 11, 1918, when Germany signed an armistice with the Allies. The war had claimed the lives of millions of soldiers and civilians, leaving Europe physically and emotionally devastated. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, officially ended the war but sowed the seeds for future conflict. The treaty, which blamed Germany for the war, imposed harsh reparations payments on Germany and stripped it of territory. This humiliation and resentment would fuel the rise of nationalism and extremism in Germany in the years leading up to World War II. The First World War had a profound and lasting impact on the world. It led to the collapse of empires, the redrawing of national boundaries, and the rise of new ideologies such as communism and fascism. The war to end all wars, as it was tragically known, failed to achieve its lofty goal.